Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be doing an unboxing and review on the Samsung Galaxy A07 phone. Now over here you guys can see this is a bit of a unique packaging because you do get a included fast charger block, which is very rare in today's phone market because they do not include chargers anymore. But if you open up the box, you'll immediately be greeted with the phone itself. So let's take this phone out and actually feel how it feels. And already from what I can tell, it feels nice and heavy and sturdy as well. But you do get this charger brick included. We're not used to this plug point, but I had to get this version because I wanted to show you guys in certain markets there is available with a charger brick included in the box, which is pretty cool. Over here you guys can see is the standard USB-A to USB-C cable, which will work with your charger brick. And then you do get this some ejector tool included, this one as well. And then you, of course, the instructions. I do not know who wants to see this, but I'm gonna show it to you guys anyway. You just open up the box like so, and there is no phone case included like back in the day, but here is the basic instructions. Now it's finally time to get to the phone, and already I'm so excited for this phone, guys. I always had the Samsung A06 and now it's finally time to upgrade to the A07 because of the chipset that's so much better. I just had to get my hands on the Samsung Galaxy A07 to show you guys the difference from this or the A06. So from the design I can tell it's pretty similar to the A06 right here, but it does look very different a bit of sorts, and you do get a finger mounted fingerprint sensor at the side over there. As you can see, it's nice and fast. It's not on screen, but for this price point that is very common. Over here we quickly are going to be doing a speed test of this phone. So we're gonna launch some Clash Royale and a bunch of other apps to see if this chipset is actually better. This is the 4G version, so basically it will be the I think it's the MediaTek Dimensity G99. I think the G85 was on the A06, so this one is a relatively good upgrade. Over here you can see all the apps are launching way faster than on the A06 over here. We're also going to be testing out Free Fire because a lot of us do like to game on our phones, and let's see if this phone can actually launch Free Fire in a relatively fast amount of time, because we do not want to wait all day for the phone just to launch a game, of course. And already you guys can see the app is opening up pretty fast and it's loading way faster than the Samsung A06. So we were gonna do the gaming test later, especially for Free Fire for all of you gamers out there. But it's already launching pretty quickly, and I just want to point out the camera effect on the screen. That's just the camera, it's not the screen. The screen looks pretty clear in person. But over here, if you guys go to settings, you guys can go to display. Make sure motion smoothness is on adaptive and that's not standard, because you do want to take full advantage of your 90 Hz that comes with the 720p screen. And then of course you do have the 4GB of RAM, which is not the most, but it will get the job done. There is a 8GB version if you guys are interested in that. And then we do have the storage, which is the 64GB version. You guys do also get the 128GB version. It's finally time for the camera test over here, and I want to show you guys the pictures you can actually take. This is a burst shot over here, so you can actually take a bunch of pictures really quickly. This is pretty cool that this is actually supported over here. And then of course you can take 12 megapixel photos over here, so I'm quickly going to take a few samples so you guys can actually see the clarity of them. And I have to say the camera on this phone is way better than the A06, so they clearly did improve something over here. And then we do have the videos, and I see it is on Full HD 30 FPS, so 1080p 30 FPS basically. And I'll quickly show you guys the video sample so you guys can have a close-up example of how it looks. But from what I can tell, the video does look clear. I just think the phone will have a little bit of a problem with stabilization. That is the only problem, so definitely get a good stabilizer of this phone if you guys are going to use it for video recording, because it's a little bit shaky, but the video quality is actually pretty good for this price range. I'm very happy with it, with very good clarity and very good autofocus for this price range. Over here is another video sample. You guys can clearly see the shaky footage, so make sure to get a tripod or some sort of stabilizer if you guys are planning to take videos. here is a photo sample of this phone, and I have to say the photo quality is very good, especially the close-ups. This does not have a telescopic lens, but it looks really good for the normal camera lens you get on this phone. Over here you can see is Full HD video recording and also 720p video recording, which is called HD, and it's also in 30 FPS. But let's get to the screen test of this phone. Right here we do have the screen test of this phone, and I do have one of my videos playing over here for you guys, so you guys can see this, and I did make it as close as possible to how it would have looked if you guys have the phone in person. So I did try my best to get rid of the camera effect, because you guys know if you point the camera at the screen what it does. But right here you can see it's a lot better right now, and I do see a lot of vibrant colors, very good darks and blacks, and considering this is only a 720p 90Hz screen, I really think this is good for the price range and the quality of this screen. I do have Fortnite on here, but this is not a gaming test, it's also a bit of a video test, because I actually played this game on my video right here, as you can see. And also if you go to YouTube and you go to the display, you can see it actually goes up to 1440p, even though this is only a 720p display, which is pretty normal for YouTube, and it actually does look sharper and makes a little bit of a difference. So make sure to put it in the highest resolution if you guys are watching videos. And yeah, obviously you can see the motion smoothness is also very good. And I finally think it is time to get into the Free Fire test. Right here we do have the Free Fire test, guys, and I'm gonna be very excited to test this out, because as you can see the graphics is pretty high on this phone. For this chipset I really think this is not too bad at all. So we're gonna start the game right here. We're in the game, and as you can see the graphics is obviously not the highest, but it's definitely playable and it's very smooth. I didn't encounter any lag or anything like that. And we're also going to be testing out this vehicle over here, just so we can see if this phone can handle us driving in a very fast way, because obviously then it's going to have to render more stuff in this game. But for those of you guys looking to play Free Fire on the Samsung Galaxy A07, I definitely think it's worth it if you guys keep the graphical settings under control basically. But this is more than enough to play the game, and I do not encounter any lag or anything that it makes the game unplayable basically. So I really think it is time to get to the phone cover of this phone. I actually did get this phone cover off of Amazon, so I'll link it in the description if you guys are interested, along with the phone. But I have to say this is a cheap phone cover, and it does the job pretty well to protect your phone against accidental scratches or anything that will be bad for it. So definitely get a phone cover, guys. It's very important for the phones, of course. And also I have to say, for this phone and this price range, I really can't ask for anything more. I'm pretty happy with this phone, the Samsung Galaxy A07. It will be good for a backup phone or even a daily driver that you guys can actually play some games on, basic games, basic graphics, and you can take pretty good pictures, and the video quality is good. Just of course the stabilization, please keep that in mind. But all in all, it's a pretty good phone for this price range, and I'm very happy with it. If you guys are interested to check out another video of the Samsung Galaxy S25 FE, this is a little bit of a higher tier phone, but I'll link it in the right side of this video right here. I also did a review if you guys are interested to check that out. But all in all, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.